Hey guys, so quick little insert here. I decided to dye my hair green. This isn't just like a fun life update. It's because we have a fucking green screen that we use now. So, until my hair turns a different color, half of my head's just gonna be invisible. And honestly, it's kind of on brand, right? Because it doesn't look very good and it's kind of like sloppy and like we could fix it, but we won't. So I just wanted you to be aware of that it's acknowledged. We know it's an issue, and that's the way it's gonna be until my hair becomes a different color. But we appreciate that you guys are here. We appreciate that you're giving us a watch, and I'm so sorry that you have to stare through half of my head for 28 minutes. But I still appreciate you. Thanks. Bye.
Delicious.
Stop saying delicious, dude. It's icky, bro.
What do you mean?
Can I tell you something for real?
What do you
That's
got?
a pedophile's favorite word. So.
Jesus, that's a big.
Think about that.
Who do you know? What?
Welcome, friends,
Welcome everybody
to a wholesome
dumpster diving.
show about friendship.
You're-
Last week, we discussed the reasons why Gage should never, ever, ever go to space.
Yes.
And Gage decided, after we talked about it,
Sounds pretty cool.
no, remember you said,
I don't think I'm gonna go.
remember you were like, yeah, remember? You
What?
said,
Oh, I was like, yeah, you got some good points, but I think I'm still gonna go. You just
I
farted?
don't know.
All right. Listen. What's going on? What's going on this week?
All right.
What do we got?
Or I guess, so, as you, I see a nose piercing of mine, just sitting on the floor, carelessly tossed to the side. Anyways, when you're younger,
Yeah.
everything's embarrassing.
Sure.
Getting up to sharpen your pencil was like a death sentence.
I
It
had
was like,
so much anxiety.
you were like, am I gonna walk weird?
Yeah.
Do I have a wedgie? Is there a stain on my hat? Like, you were just like, to sharpen it, nobody looked. Nobody gave a
Nobody
fuck
cared.
that you got up. Like, nobody cared. But it was devastating.
Yeah.
Anything was embarrassing.
Yeah.
And then as you get older,
To a nerd. To cool people, I don't think they thought about that. To the weebs,
everyone thinks
I
about
thought
it.
about
Some
it.
people just hide it better because they're fucking psychopaths.
I don't know.
So, think about that. Like, the question is, what are your earliest embarrassing, like, things that really embarrassed you? And now, as an adult, what are things that used to embarrass you that now you're just like, dude, I can give a fuck?
The thing, okay, so I have some stories.
Yeah, I bet you do.
When I never learned how to blow my nose properly.
God, dude.
When I was a kid, like I would, like I
you
just
fake it around people to look like you're
yeah,
human.
dude, literally yes. I
You're
would-
living the same childhood as Mark Zuckerberg.
No one
bro.
taught me how to blow my nose, and I know it's really obvious. You just blow into that, but I'm like, do you use like, is it like over? Do you just stick it in your nose? And I was so embarrassed to get up in
So
front
you
of
had no.
class
Why are you getting up in front of the class to blow your nose?
to get a tissue.
To get the tissue, then you stood up there and you were like,
That's what kids did. They stood by the tissues and blew, and then they put it in the trash, and then they blew, put it in the trash.
just turn around, face the door.
I couldn't do it. Listen.
Just go to the bathroom.
Oh, that's so much effort to blow your nose.
Learn.
I just held it in.
What does that even
I
mean?
just didn't blow. I just sniffled.
I bet your sleeves
I
are
just
covered in
sniffled
fucking
forever.
white crust.
But like, and it got to a point where I was beyond the age that it was acceptable
You're
to,
literally Andy Dwyer.
to ask somebody
Oh my god.
how to like.
Do you know now?
Yeah.
How'd you learn?
I sucked it up. And
Who did you ask?
I asked my cousin.
The one you wanted to marry?
Well, the one that I.
Your future wife.
No, not
That one, all right?
But the one that I married when I was 5 years old, yes. But I had, and then I asked somebody else later. I had to explain this to somebody else. And I was like,
This is embarrassing.
yeah, it's really embarrassing.
This is embarrassing. This is like not knowing how to wipe and just being like, I guess someday I'll find
Well, I
out.
just never ran into the.
You never saw other people do it, and you were like, okay, I pick up some tips and
I'm
tricks.
not gonna sit there and just like. What
Nobody's
are they,
saying
like,
that you have
what's
to
the-
fucking do
Like-
this. Like if somebody's blowing their nose, you could just be like,
That felt weird. It felt weird to just study somebody blowing their nose, and I felt like I was gonna get caught doing this. But I never
and
did.
then what? You get fucking arrested?
Yeah,
Dude.
dude.
If I was in school with you, I'd bully the shit out of you because you're that's
I
so
was-
stupid.
I just never figured it out until I just sucked it up and asked
How old
somebody.
were you?
20.
You drove before then. You learned how to drive before you learned how to blow your nose. Dude, based on that story alone, am convinced your ass crack is caked. Caked in shit.
No, it's clean. That's different.
Don't believe it.
It's different.
I don't believe it. Blowing your nose is like intuitive. Like it's right there, dude. You just like it's almost like your body just takes control and you just know what to do.
And one more.
Nobody ever told me how to blow my nose.
I don't believe that. Somebody taught you.
You see your mom do it. You might use your mouth a little bit when you're a kid.
You had parents. Sweetie.
You also had parents. You
Barely.
had 3 of them.
Not really.
Yeah, you did.
I would not say I had 3 parents.
2.5.
No. certainly like 0.7.
I mean, you know how to fish for supper.
that's a ingrained skill. That's hunting. That's survival. It's different.
You were that kid that just always had like the runny like.
Dude, it's allergy season. Yeah, when I was in high school, yeah. I was a dweeb, man. That was just part of it. And like I would wipe it. I had like tissues to wipe and stuff.
So you know how to wipe.
Well, yeah, it's just wiping it off. I just didn't know how to blow it properly.
I don't know why that really pisses me off. You know why it pisses me off? Because kids are so nasty.
Yeah.
And kids are just always covered in boogers and shit. And they're probably also walking around like, I need to know how to do it. It's like somebody probably sat down and was like, here, Gage, like this, and you were just like, huh? And they're just like, oh, whatever, we'll figure it out. 20 years later, you're like, I need help. And you want to go to space?
You want to know how it happened? I had really bad allergies because we were driving through like a wheat field or something.
Somebody see you?
Some kind of like field in a mule. And
in a mule?
On a mule.
Oh, like a donkey?
No, like the.
Dude, I was like, what's your life?
No, like the big like ATV thing.
Oh, okay.
Like a Kawasaki or something.
Okay.
And like it was me and some cousins, and I was like runny nose, and they was like, "Here, just blow it real quick." And I was in a mule field of a bunch of people. I can't go anywhere. I can't be like, "Oh no, thank you." Just give it back because it's like I'm runny. And so I just in that moment I was like, I don't know. And I was the most embarrassing thing I've ever had to go.
You should be. You couldn't torture that information out of me, dude.
I passed a point in life when it was acceptable to learn such a basic skill that I couldn't ask anymore. And that was that.
That is embarrassing.
Yeah.
That is embarrassing.
Yeah.
I was talking about really basic shit that people just do every day. Like when your tummy growled in class and you were just like, oh my god, everybody knows that I have a human organ that everyone else, like that's the kind of shit. I'm not talking about basic human functions that everyone knows how to do. You just didn't know how to do it.
I didn't go to college because I had anxiety.
That's different.
No, that's not we're on different scales here.
He doesn't understand this question at all.
Okay, I was scared to get gas.
That's fair.
I was really scared because I was like, what if I just do it wrong?
I feel like that now every day. Like if I have to go run an errand, like an adult errand, like mailing a letter.
Well, that's I've never mailed a letter.
Dude, it's scary. And they're mean. They're mean
Cat wants me to send a letter. If you see this cat, the reason I don't mail you letters is
they're mean,
I don't know how to do it.
And if you do go in there and ask for help, they're like, are you fucking serious? You don't know how to mail? Dude,
right?
they really are like
they're
that.
So mean.
They're so
Post office workers are
Post office workers are meaner than DMV workers. My mom got literally like almost like tore up by one, and this dude had to step in and be like, all right, bro, go to the back. And I was just like,
oh my
quit, guy. I don't know what to like. No, she was being so nice too. I was just like, what the fuck?
So what do you have? What are your examples? What's your story?
Well, I was gonna say like this is not like so specific that you decided to just like bare your soul to the world for some bizarre reason.
What's the point of this whole project?
For you, baby. That's blackmail, dude. That's blackmail for somebody.
Oh my god.
Somebody's at home just jotting all your weaknesses down.
Weaknesses.
And when you go sign up to go to space, they're gonna be like, didn't learn how to blow your nose until 20? But next.
I'd be devastated.
And they say it out loud in front of everybody. And they're just like,
I'll figure it out. I'm not allergic to Saturn, so.
You don't know that yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm allergic to rings. Mine was like stuff like that, like walking with somebody behind me. I was like, I don't know how to walk.
You had a lot more anxiety than I did.
I am an anxiety riddled.
Riddled is a good word for that.
When your tummy growled in class, you weren't embarrassed?
No.
But okay. Did you ever? tax test, right? And stuff like that. Did you ever like fall asleep during it?
Yes.
Dude, I had a kid in my class that fell asleep during it and ripped ass, and then woke up and everybody was just staring at him like dead silent. And like, what can you do? Like, you just have to accept that you like shit your pants in front of everybody during your fucking text.
I took I don't know if it was a tax test specifically, but it was like a long test, and I fell asleep, and I had a dream that I was riding a dolphin through in the water, and we were just like over the woo, and, like the water and stuff.
Did you wake up making that sound?
Well, no, I woke up like I was just doing this like over and over again, just like nodding off.
You're like,
and I woke up, a bunch of people were looking at me, and I was like,
dude, you're so lucky you didn't end up in a different type of classroom.
No.
And okay, so like as an adult, what are things that used to like be really hard or embarrass you, and now you're just like, fuck it. Like for instance, if you just go blow it up in the bathroom.
But no, if you're like in a men's restroom, I don't know if a women's restroom is the same. They don't care about sounds in there. Like it's just like it's gross.
Yeah.
I'm like, I understand, but restrain yourself a little bit, because it's like like hawking loogies and like and just like shitting. I'm like, reel it in a little bit. You can control that to some degree.
No, women aren't like that. You'll go into from my experience, you'll go into a bathroom and like somebody's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Oh, really?
Literally, like they will verbally apologize for farting on the toilet.
No,
like,
it is loud in
the
the men's
Wild
bathroom.
West.
And I'm like, it's like I get honestly really uncomfortable if I'm in a stall and there's just like sounds next to me. I don't like making sounds. So, like, and I've had
you have sounds that cover up your sounds now.
Well, and so like that's not so bad, but like I don't want to contribute to it, right?
You don't want to be part of that group.
Yeah, and I also like if I'm in a bathroom, a public bathroom, and there's somebody else and it's just the two of us and it's real quiet. I hate like the splash of poop. I hate I can't have that sound. So I
just put toilet paper in the bottom of the toilet and then it hits the paper and you can't hear anything.
That's smart. I didn't do that.
That's like apocalyptic knowledge. You have to shit quietly.
I think I don't know what I think.
Like for me, like the bathroom at work is a one-person bathroom. So you go in there, you tear it up, and then you're walking out. And somebody's like, "Oh, excuse me," and you're just like.
I mean that's the worst.
I just feel like they know it was me. They just
that's the worst.
Just blew it up in there.
I have sticky poops, and so I don't poop in bathrooms like that.
Dude, everything you say in my mind, like, is just another tally for why you should never go to space. I'm sorry, I keep going on the space thing, but you just, like, sticky poops in space, bro. Aliens are gonna send you right to the sun.
This is a new episode, okay? You need to reel it in.
Yeah,
take a step
dude.
back.
You just can't do that in space!
We've
you
talked,
shouldn't be doing it here!
If there's a part 2 to that episode, we'll make a part 2 later. We have moved on.
You need to get a hold of yourself physically.
Oh my god.
You need to step it up, evolution-wise. You need to just straighten your spine out.
Oh my god.
Stop drinking milk. How many times did you poop yesterday?
A
like
lot.
8.
Like a lot, yeah. Like a lot of milk.
Don't you hate? Wasn't that such a waste of time?
It's annoying, yeah. It's on my phone.
You can change it.
I could. I'm fine. I'm here today.
Are you fine? Yeah. Are you? Dude, you would be such a hindrance in any horror movie. You'd be like, guys, hold on.
Yeah, but you'd be scared of everything, so you wouldn't last either.
Yeah, but I would be hyper vigilant. I'd be like, don't you hear that?
Yeah, but you'd get people killed because you'd be like, oh, there was something and it wasn't anything. It was a wind.
How would I get people killed?
Because you'd be stationary and you couldn't move. You'd be frightened in a little box for your whole existence.
Okay, just so you know, sir, when we lived together prior at our old apartment complex, and I would come home, and I've even done it here, and I would hear a noise, I would walk around the house with a butcher knife.
Yes.
I'm not scared. I'll fuck shit up, dude. And yes, I'm scared, but my fight or flight is I'm in my house. You're gonna scare me in my fucking... That's so rude. That's so rude. Now, if the murderer chases me out of the woods, it's free game.
Nobody owns the woods.
Yeah, I
right?
can't. That's just...
Sure, okay. I see.
There. I'm just saying that during the hiding scenes, you'd be like, guys, I have to poop.
All I'm saying...
And you get killed in the toilet. And you do Elvis Presley.
That was last episode.
I'm not talking about space anymore. I'm talking about your body's inability to process dairy.
I don't as a 26-year-old man.
Going on 27 very soon.
Dude, can you take a step back? You've been a rascal today. I don't get embarrassed about that many things anymore. I've gotten to a point in my life that I just don't care.
I feel the same way, and like it used to be when I was younger, everything was like devastatingly embarrassing. Like asking anybody for anything.
Yeah.
Like if you went to a restaurant, your order was wrong. It was like,
Oh fuck!
this is what
Never
I'm
mind.
eating. You can't do that.
Fast food.
Oh, in the drive-thru.
I have to rehearse everything in my head before I order from a fast food restaurant, or like at like the window, and dude, if they throw any curveballs, if they go off script, I'm out. And then one of the things I hate In-N-Out because they throw a hi, how are you doing?
Well, you weren't ready for that.
And it's not like a hi, what would you like? Like it's like I'm ready to like dive into script.
You're
right?
like cheeseburger. They're just like.
It's like they're like, hi, how are you doing? I'm like,
No, number.
And if I manage to like, I have to scrap my dialogue comes in like, it's like loaded in, right?
You know
So I have to unchamber that that script I had for the order, and I'd put in like I'm fine, how are you?
But sometimes it.
And then like, well, once I've done that, like I took this one out, it's gone.
Yeah.
So like, oh, I'm great. What would you like to order? I'm like, fuck, man. Nothing. I would like to leave.
I'll just leave. Dude, I've seen you go through that. It's wild to watch.
Or if they hit me with like the, oh, can you wait just 1 minute? I'm like,
yeah. You're like,
yeah.
and then you're just like you're just sitting there like rehearsing.
I can't do it, man.
I will say having an office job has helped me a lot with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There'll be moments where like, have you seen that TikTok where it's like, please don't answer the phone. Please don't. I don't want to do this. Hi, Kyle. It's Stacey. How are you doing? Literally, dude, that is me at work. I've had to make so many phone calls recently, and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, oh, fuck, what am I gonna say? Oh my God. Like I'm sweating, and then he answers, and I'm like, oh, hey, Brian, how are you? How's it been going? Like, so, anyways, I'm just getting back to, and I'm using these words that I've never, and I'm like. And in my mind, I'm like, man, my office mate probably thinks I sound pretty cool right now. Like, I sound like I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I think that's why people are so fake.
Yeah.
Office jobs, because you have to do that. You have to fake it all day.
You do have to fake it all
day. And it
day.
just takes over who you really are.
But it helps. It helps you get through situations where you don't want to be there.
Sure.
You just kind of like take a back seat and your brain goes on autopilot.
It's like Get Out.
Yeah. But like voluntary and not racist.
Right.
Everything a child does is embarrassing all the time because children are dumb and uncoordinated.
Dude, we saw a kid sucking on like mom's ear today.
God.
It was weird.
We did.
They were like 12.
I saw a kid walking with a whole hat down over his whole head and blindly walking through traffic.
And his mom was like, Timothy, get over here. What are you doing?
Yeah, why are you walking so slow?
It was just like,
if you just turn around for 6 seconds, you'd see your child is being fucking waterboarded by a hat. And then we saw a kid literally sucking on his mom's earlobe, and you're thinking to yourself, huh, she must have been carrying a baby, and the baby was sucking on her. He was like 13. He was taller than her. And it was the worst thing I've ever seen. And it really made me think to myself, ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
And then out loud I said, ew.
Yeah.
Did you see that? And you were like... We also saw, just to harp on kids a little bit, because they're the fucking worst.
We had on some kids, too.
That lady that was in the shoe aisle that was like, Victoria, if you don't put those shoes on, we're not going to be able to eat at Wendy's. Like, they're going to give our seat to someone else. You're the worst. Your kid does not understand shoes or time.
But there is this weird moment where you grow out of that weird, like, you just, like, gain consciousness. You're just not embarrassed by things anymore.
That took me a while.
I mean,
And medication.
I didn't take medication, but I was like 18.
Yeah. You have to, honestly, you have to hit rock bottom to get over that shit. You have to see some dark stuff to really stop caring about.
I didn't see dark stuff. I just hit consciousness weirdly somehow. Not at 18 though. When I was a baby or a kid and stuff. Yeah.
So you had it was like locked away, just ready to.
Oh, I had to like evolve it. No.
Like you know when you're like playing a game and you get like a weapon that you can't use yet because you're kind of low. It's like that. Okay. Yeah.
What's your hypothetical?
Okay, here's my hypothetical. Animal.
Okay.
They exist.
They do.
We're familiar with most of them.
I'm not familiar with most of them, but
You are. Like, you know
I've
it.
seen them in like books and stuff, and like Dave Attenborough talk about them.
What are some ways that you think you can improve upon certain animals?
Oh, I don't understand why everything
Can't fly.
or can't just be like really good at stuff.
I don't understand why bears can't fly. They can climb. I feel like you start on the ground. If you learn how to climb, you're halfway there.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm just like, get wings. Everything should have wings. What are we doing without wings?
Yeah.
Why do we not have
crazy.
wings?
Like spiders can fly. Or not, yeah, spiders can fly. I've seen snakes that can fly.
Squirrels can fucking
through the
fly.
fucking air. Like,
Frogs.
come on now. Monkeys
Birds.
can.
There's fish
I
that
know.
can fly. There's
That's true.
flying
That is
fish.
true. That's true.
Why do we not have wings?
I don't really want them, but dude, it'd be so annoying if Theo had wings.
I mean,
Oh my god, I'd be like, Theo, get the broom, like, I'd be so
just
frustrated.
hanging on the ceiling and stuff.
He's just like plopped.
I would improve. I'm trying to think. I think that everything should have fur because that's just soft and fun. Yeah, just give everything fur because it's cute.
I would give everything has its own type of hat.
Ooh.
It's like it's not icky like in Pokemon where it's like made out of flesh and bone. It's a hat.
Right.
And they like craft it out of like sticks and leaves and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be so cool if animals had accessories. I'm sure some do. I'm
Right.
sure there's like little ostriches that like get danglies in their.
I know it's like
I don't know.
some animals that just like collect things.
Yeah.
But I mean like cats have like a little like a beanie made out of like
They just
woven leaves and shit. That'd be so sick.
I mean, if birds can build a nest, and birds are dumb, dude.
They're dumb.
They're dumb, and that's an intricately woven basket.
Yeah, and they shit and piss out the same hole, and it's just a blobby mess.
But they can build they can weave, they can knit.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
That's why I think anyone that knits is dumb.
You're a bird.
You're a bird.
You're a bird
You're
person.
basically a bird person.
Bugs? No wings.
Get them out of here.
They don't need wings.
Yeah.
Little cell phones.
Talk to me.
It's very cute.
Come on my ear and just be like,
That'd be so cute.
what are you doing?
But if you just heard a bee go by and I was like, ugh.
I'd be like, bitch,
You stink.
you stank now too, bitch.
Hey, you did.
You smell that as hell. Like, sting me one time and talk.
Dude, I'd be so frustrated. Like, imagine if bugs were just like, ah, you son of a bitch. like little mosquitoes.
I see the mosquito. If I see a fat mosquito, I'm like, oh, you.
Oh, you've been snacking all day.
You've been munching,
you
huh?
Me, I'm fat. You can barely lift off the ground.
You're full of my blood. You need me to
You
live.
need me, motherfucker.
I had a mosquito stuck in my room last week.
Dude, I had one last night.
Oh my
It's
god.
like a harmonica was flying by my
Dude,
ear.
I was sitting there and I was at night. I was like,
I'm like, land, bro.
dude,
There's a dog on the floor. Go get him. I'm
all-
just kidding.
dude,
Don't
like-
get my dog.
land on me.
Eat
I'll
me,
get
that's
you,
fine,
but
yeah.
like,
Or even just like land, hang out. I think they should have little cell phones.
I don't want.
And I want their fucking numbers. I'm
You
calling.
calling all of
Oh,
them?
I'm calling.
What
Yeah.
are you gonna say?
I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? You were in my room all night last night.
No.
Did you enjoy the show? Get the fuck out of here. And they're like,
Were you like worried to like do anything, like get naked? Or,
with
like,
a bug that has a cell
Yeah.
phone?
Are you-
What if he takes a little picture?
So you would be worried?
What is he gonna put?
How many pixels is that fucking picture gonna be?
Two.
First of all,
It's just like a black one and a white one.
it's like you're not gonna see anything. Little bugs are like, oh,
That's
Jeffrey
2
got the
pixels?
fire, bro.
Got
This
him
is a-
2 pixels.
Damn,
deep.
she's a baddie. All right.
2 pixels deep.
Yeah, I like the shades. I like both
Who
those
did do
shades.
that?
Okay, good job, Jeffrey.
But they're like old phones. They're like flip phones.
No.
Because they haven't gotten quite to where we are yet.
So they have little societies?
Not enough to like
Who's making their cell phones?
ants.
Those bastards. I knew it was the fucking ants.
Well, they make the bad phone. It's tricky to say because it's like, do I want like a quality of life improvement where I'm just like, no more bird shit? Or do I want like, dogs can understand my thoughts? That's what I would improve upon. Get that out of here. What is that? That's crazy. Balls. Take balls off of anything. Why don't birds have testicles?
I just feel like it's not aerodynamic to fly.
It just brings them down.
It just like it would just catch like a.
Oh, you
it
know
would
what?
catch like a bad.
I would add
flow of air.
testicles to everything. That's my answer. That's my
To make 'em
to everything.
Just to make them weak
Just to
and
anything.
vulnerable.
Steak. Just Dragon Balls. If you see like a thin line, but then like a big thick line behind because the balls are dragging.
Yeah, anything else for us?
I don't think so.
What did
Wait, you
say?
never said what you wanted to improve on.
What did you just say?
I said you have scoliosis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. Wings. I want wings on everything.
Oh. On everything?
I guess I just said that I don't understand why things don't have wings. If I wanted to improve on one animal,
Mine
thing,
was a joke.
I would pick. I have to
Let's stick with
think.
it. And it can't be like OP. You know what I mean? Like
Obviously,
it has to be like
can't
a.
be like OP.
It has to be like a reasonable
Sure.
improvement on one animal, one species of animal.
I would make.
Dogs live forever.
Well, I'm not gonna go dogs
Very
because
good.
obviously dogs is the answer. But I would go with like, I would make otters
You and otters, bro.
or seals or something in that family, like petable,
Like domesticatable.
domesticatable.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Have you seen a baby seal, dude?
So cute.
Dude, they're like white, little fluffy, like.
They're so cute. That's what I would do.
That's good. I would give spiders 2 legs, and they walk around like people. No, 2 legs and 2 arms, and they're just like.
Is that what all black people think to do? They just go.
That's what people do. Well, they see us do it, and then they're just.
How many times in your life have you unironically gone?
Dude. Well, I don't do them together. It's like the karate chopping the apple. Like, I've done this, and I've done this, but they see it, and they just put it together. Like, imagine you go in your room, and there's a spider in your bed, and he's just like. What would you do? You'd be less scared.
Stomp
For
him.
sure, you'd
Let's
be less
stomp
scared.
him.
He gave you one of these.
He's gonna bite me.
No, he might. He's not poisonous or venomous or whatever.
I'm killing him. I'm just getting him out.
You come in, he's doing fucking crunches.
No! Stopping everything. No.
That'd be kind of cool. He's walking up the stairs.
I don't think it'd be cool. I don't
It'd
think
be funny.
It would be bad.
It'd be funny though.
Bad.
But it'd be funny.
Sure.
Like imagine you're in your car, he's just walking across the dashboard.
They would do that. They just
No,
do
but
it,
like on 2 legs.
down. It's. I want
He's like,
them.
because you're driving. He's like, pump the brakes.
I'm like, fuck
Oh, this is where you
you.
can start using sign language again. You're just like,
I'm like, fuck this guy.
he's like, I'm walking here.
I'm like,
He does
you're
this
in my car. What are you doing?
You just
Get
see-
out of my
you
car.
just see a guy in the south like, and the spider just
The
like,
Spider the Dash, like, that's a Disney movie, dude. That's DreamWorks. They're just
You're
like,
rad-
what are you doing in my car?
you just become fucking New Yorker. That would be funny. I want my improvements on animals to be funny. Things that were scary before are now funny.
That's works actually.
Look at this. The face of an animal. You can't blow your nose, but you can blow your fucking asshole out of your body.
I think that's our time, everyone.
You're the worst.
Thanks for joining us. What animal would you like to see domesticated?
You.
What improvements would
You.
What improvements would
You.
you put on an animal? And what's your embarrassing stories?
Bye.
Bye.